Okay, so what's up, guys? That ain't normal. That ain't a normal Eric Tron, man. Okay. Yo, what's up, YouTube world? I animate him, I review him. Eric Tron here, and I'm coming at you guys with a live review of Transformers: The Last Knight. So I seen it on day of release, June 21st. Yeah. It was cool. Yeah, I actually liked it. Yeah. Sorry if I'm being sarcastic. I mean, like, I know it's really not getting a lot of ratings. I can see from Rotten Tomatoes. I mean, I can see there was a lot of hate in the movie. Okay, so yeah, I seen it. I actually thought it was pretty good. I'll be honest. I thought it was a really good movie. I enjoyed it. But I just have one problem with it. I feel like I don't know if it was just me, or I feel the movie was rushed a little bit. Like, it feel like I was watching Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, also by a Michael Bay film. Transformers: The Last Knight, I feel like it was rushed. It was very fast paced. Like, events keep on happening, like, you know, one event at a time, like at a very fast pace. And like, I could barely even catch anything. I mean, like, I don't know if it was just me, because I had to hold my pee in for 1 hour of the film, and the movie was 2 hours, so I had to hold in half the hour. And I already went to the bathroom before I saw it. I don't know if it seemed fast to me, because I was concentrating on, like, you know, holding my pee, like, oh man, when is this movie gonna be over? I gotta go use the bathroom. Or, I mean, many of y'all have also experienced how fast this movie has been. So yeah, you know, it starts out where it goes into the King Arthur, you know, King Arthur battles and stuff. You know, legend and history of King Arthur and Merlin, the wizard. You know, like every other Transformer movie, it does start out with some kind of historical event, like, you know, the first movie we have the cube and stuff. You know, it created life of the Transformers. And then Transformers 2, we have the Fallen, how it shows the 13 original primes, they built the pyramids and stuff. Transformers 3, we seen you know, Sentinel Prime's arc, it landed on the moon, and that's how the space race began in the 1960s. And then Transformers 4, we have it showed where the creators of the Transformers built the dinosaurs. And now we go to Transformers 5, much like how I said, it's you know, it's King Arthur, you know, it's the historical events, you know. Yeah, so that happens. We see a dragon, that's cool. But then it just cuts to Anthony Hopkins, he's narrating, you know, Transformers are illegal now, and you know, the United States don't accept Transformers, so they're to be killed on sight, stuff. Yeah. So that happens, like, you know, we have like and then it shows Cade Yeager, he's saving some Transformers, you know. And then Isabella Moner appears. I didn't expect her character to actually have, like, you know, be less annoying. So thank goodness for that. She wasn't really shown much. All she was shown was where she was saving, well, she was running with one Transformer, a few other kids followed, because, well, let's see some dead robots from the Chicago War. And then Cade Yeager comes in, Bumblebee, Hound, they come in, save the day and stuff. And then we see Isabella Moner, and then she seems to be just left out through pretty much almost the entire movie. And then the writers are all like, "Oh crap! I think we just left Isabella Moner out. Let's put her in at the end." So yep. And then we have a love romantic scene between Mark Wahlberg and some other actress. But her character name is Vivian. And she's a descendant of Merlin. Yeah, pretty weird. So they have this storyline where it's all like, oh, you're the last descendant of Merlin, and you're the only one who can wield the staff because of your DNA. And Cade, which I didn't expect, he was the last knight because some medallion or some medal was passed down to him, and he became the last knight. I was actually expecting Optimus Prime or Megatron to be the last knight, actually, but nope, it was Mark Wahlberg. And then we see a scene where Optimus Prime turns evil by Quintessa, and if you don't know, Quintessa comes from a race of beings called Quintessons, and they have 5 faces, like in G1. They made her a goddess in this film, and what part she takes is she has to revive Unicron. And what Unicron is also a giant planet that can transform into a giant robot, which unfortunately we couldn't see because Unicron, what they did with him, they put him in the same story as Transformers Prime. They used Unicron as, the Earth, much like in Transformers Prime. So yeah, it was unfortunate that we couldn't see Unicron, in full form, but he's there. But I got a feeling that Unicron, he's going to come back in a future Transformer film. Like, somehow they're gonna take his spark energy or whatever, his life energy, it's gonna be transferred into some kind of other moon, and then that is when they will show Unicron, and then I'm pretty sure they'll heard that car horn. I'm pretty sure they'll defeat him in a future film. Yeah. And what else? Oh yeah, Topspin is back. That's pretty cool. I actually thought he was dead, KIA, killed by Cemetery Wind in Transformers 4. So it was cool seeing him back. And Optimus Prime, he turned evil for like, I didn't expect him to be like evil for, that long. I mean, he's only been evil for a short amount of time. For like, I don't know, 20 minutes of the film. I thought he was going to be evil for the entire film until, with the power of love, Bumblebee was like, Optimus, I was your oldest friend. I'm using my real voice. You got to hear me. You must turn heroic again. And all of a sudden, Optimus turns good again. And yeah. By the power of friendship. What is this, My Little Pony? Yeah. Okay, so that happens. And there was one part where Bumblebee actually spoke, and then all of a sudden he switches back to the radio, much like in Transformers 1, where he spoke at the last part, but then in future movies, he kept on using his radio to talk. I mean, like, what the heck? I mean, it's cool in this movie, Bumblebee was shown more, but how are they gonna do that? Oh yeah, and the Decepticons. It's cool that we get to see the Decepticons more in this movie. And thank goodness that they didn't bring in those little particle formers where they go, they split apart and they transform into, their actual robot form just by breaking apart and come together. I hated that part in Transformers 4. But it was cool seeing the Transformers, the Decepticons being back to normal. We're getting real Transformers except for those pieces of crap that we got in Age of Extinction. That abomination of a movie. I mean, Age of Extinction, it's not the worst film, but it's okay. But anyways, what I want to say about the Decepticons is they killed them off early. Why? I mean, Onslaught was killed by Drift. I mean, I wish we could have seen Onslaught more in the film. Mohawk, the motorcycle guy, he was killed off by, I mean, he's not dead, but his head was blown off and we just didn't see him for the rest of the movie. Like, what the heck? And then, Berserker, we only seen him for 10 seconds. I actually thought we were going to see him more in the film. But nope, he's gone. And, Swindle, we had a VW van that was actually going to be in the film named, no, not Swindle. His name was Hooligan. He wasn't even shown that much. And then we have Nitro Zeus. Yeah, what a name. They pretty much just combined two awesome words and made Nitro Zeus. But I mean, he was still a cool character. I like Nitro Zeus. He is funny. You know, I like him when he said, like, thank you, see you later, Tim. Thank you for your hospitality, Brad. I know where you live. Say hello to your wife. Nitro Zeus, he was funny. Barricade, they gave him more personality more in the film. But he still wasn't shown all that much. He was only shown in the beginning and the one scene when Bombi just shot him, and that was it. And yeah, it's a shame that they killed pretty much most of the Decepticons. Words messing up. Decepticon cast. Pretty much the only ones living from that movie is Megatron and Barricade, and that pretty sucks. Oh yeah, and the Optimus and Megatron fight, it didn't even last as long as I suspected. I mean, all it ends with is Megatron and Optimus. I mean, Optimus chops off his arm, kicks Megatron out the door, you know, out the wall, much like in G1 where Hot Rod kicked Galvatron out of Unicron. Yeah. But it was still a pretty cool ending, I guess. So yeah, I feel like this movie was kind of rushed a little bit, and I think the reason it was rushed a little bit was because it was originally supposed to be 3 hours long, but someone from Paramount leaked out it was going to be 3 hours long, so Michael Bay had to edit out 40 minutes of the movie, and out of those 40 minutes were deleted scenes like backstory of Optimus and Megatron, Bombi running towards Prime, and Prime saying, you know, for my world to live, Earth must die, and a scene where there's a battle on Michigan Avenue with the Autobots and Decepticons. Optimus Prime is there, and more scenes with the Transformers. So that's pretty much the reason why this movie was a little bit rushed, because someone leaked out it was going to be 3 hours long. So yeah, and then yeah, that's basically it. So yeah, that's basically it for this 13-minute review. So like, comment, subscribe, share with all your friends, and peace.